What if I told you Iron Man is making a comeback? Hey there. Today we're diving into the highly anticipated return of the iconic superhero, Iron Man, in the upcoming film Iron Man 4. This movie is set to feature the legendary Robert Downey Jr., reprising his role as Tony Stark, alongside the talented Katherine Langford as a new character Dot. But before we get into the juicy details, let's take a quick look back at the Iron Man legacy. The original Iron Man movie, released in 2008, kickstarted the Marvel Cinematic Universe and quickly became a fan favorite. Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal of the witty, brilliant, and flawed Tony Stark captured the hearts of audiences worldwide. Over the years, we've seen Iron Man evolve and grow, both as a character and as a technological marvel. From the iconic Mark I suit to the sleek and advanced Mark L, Tony Stark's creations have always been at the forefront of innovation. And now, with Iron Man 4, we can expect even more mind-blowing tech and thrilling action. The return of Robert Downey Jr. First things first, is Robert Downey Jr. coming back? Rumors have it for a long period of time now. According to certain sources, RJ may reappear perhaps as an version of himself or in a flashback scene playing Tony Stark himself, as seen when Peter Parker tried employing Tony's glasses in Spider-Man. Far From Home, this could be a comparable situation like that with his mother figure, which can excite so many fans who adore RJ's depiction of Iron Man more than anyone else's. Robert Downey Jr. has always been identified with Tony Stark, and if he comes back, it will be great for the movie. New faces, Katherine Langford. A fresh addition to the cast is Katherine Langford, who is popular for 13 reasons why. Originally, Langford was cast as Morgan Stark, an older version in Avengers Endgame alongside her. Scene has been cut. People speculate she could appear in Iron Man IV2, but would she step into her father's shoes? Only time will tell. Langford adds something new to the story while still touching upon a new legacy for Iron Man. Plot speculations. So what could the plot be? It means that since Tony Stark dies, the story might be about its aftermath or how the world moves on without him. Maybe Morgan Stark's journey guided by a virtual Tony. Recently, there has also been some talk about exploring the multiverse in MCU. The concept of multiverse introduces an unimaginable number of possibilities, including other versions of Iron Man and even new characters who have taken up the mantle. Thus, it is a tale for all seasons aimed at captivating audiences in this regard. Reviews and fan reactions. The potential of an Iron Man 4 meets mixed feelings among lovers of movies, as there are those who are delighted with more Iron Man, while others feel that Tony Stark's story ended well with Endgame. Nevertheless, RJ possibly coming back and Katherine Langford getting introduced would surely raise interest. Fans are actively discussing possible scenarios and character arcs, revealing their deep involvement in Marvel Cinematic Universe. Interesting facts. Did you know? For instance, Robert Downey Jr. was paid $500K for his first Iron Man movie, but up to $75 million in Avengers Endgame. You can watch Katherine Langford's deleted scene from Endgame online, which will give you a taste of what could have been. MCU has earned over $22 billion globally, making it one of the biggest film franchises ever. Tony Stark is based on Howard Hughes, an actual inventor and entrepreneur. The first Iron Man suit was so heavy, RDJ needed assistance to move in it when filming. Behind the scenes, directors and producers have hinted at various possibilities for Iron Man 4. No official confirmation has come out yet, but Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige did mention that they are always thinking about ways to bring back beloved characters with new and innovative ways of presenting them. The creative team behind the MCU is known for their ability to surprise and delight fans, so how Iron Man's return is handled could be very interesting indeed. Future of the MCU. Iron Man 4 could open up new avenues for the MCU. With the multiverse involved, anything can happen. There might be alternate versions of Tony Stark or even new characters taking up his mantle as Iron Man himself. Using a multiverse presents infinite storytelling opportunities such as crossing over different universes' characters with one another. This may consequently result in epic team-ups and conflicts that have long been awaited by fans. Detailed character analysis. Tony Stark Iron Man. Tony Stark's transformation from a selfish billionaire into a self-sacrificing hero remains one of the most compelling arcs in the entire MCU. His smartness, humor, and vulnerability made him an iconic character who will forever live on in our hearts. In any case, even if he'll be returning as in Iron Man 4, his influence on the storyline cannot be underestimated since it is bound to significantly affect it given his return as an A. After all, would certainly influence where his legacy goes down, affecting how he is remembered by other characters if played right. Morgan Stark is Tony's daughter, representing a whole new generation. If Katherine Langford plays an older Morgan, then we could see her struggle with her dad's heritage and possibly assume her father's role. However, she could make reference to her dad or possibly become the new Iron Man. How her character develops will be key to driving the story forward and adding depth and continuity. Pepper Potts as Tony's partner and mother of Morgan. Pepper Potts' role will be significant in guiding Morgan. Pepper has always been a stabilizing force in Tony's life, and having her in this movie will bring emotional weight to the story. It would also be intriguing to see how she relates with Morgan as well as how she deals with Tony's legacy. New villains. Every superhero story needs a great villain. Speculation regarding possible antagonists in Iron Man 4 abound. The antagonist's motivations and connection to Tony Stark, whether it is an old-school Iron Man villain or one from other multiverse, would really drive this plot forward, making it interesting for us to follow. Fan theories and speculations. Fans love to speculate, and Iron Man 4 is no exception. Here are some popular theories. Tony Stark. Tony comes back as an AI who guides his young heroes into becoming true champions of justice. Whereas this theory marries well with the tech theme that serves at the core of Iron Man franchise Derby, enabling RJJ return without compromising his character sacrifice made during Endgame. Multiverse Iron Man. With the multiverse involved, we might meet another version of Tony Stark somewhere along our way, which consequently allows different portrayals of him. Morgan Stark as Iron Woman. Katherine Langford plays an older Morgan, who becomes Iron Woman after taking up her father's job as the hero. This theory exemplifies themes on legacy and succession. Riri Williams Ironheart. Another idea would be introducing Riri Williams, a young genius who builds her own suit, just like Tony did, which can ensure that he lives on even after death. In comic books, Riri Williams is trained by an A version of Tony Stark. How this changes the MCU. Iron Man 4 will explore Tony Stark's legacy and set up future MCU stories. In addition, it could act as a link between the old and new generation of heroes and introduce other characters. It would also impact the broader storyline of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, including potential crossover events or references to other film series. Marvel Studios' approach. For long, Marvel Studios have been strategic in their film slates. This means that Iron Man 4 is part of a larger strategy where Marvel combines its legacy characters with new ones. By going through Tony Stark's past and bringing about novelty, they please both loyal fans and fresher ones who may be first-timers. The movie can also integrate with other MCU projects for an interwoven story. Cinematic techniques and special effects. The special effects and visual storytelling of Iron Man movies are always state-of-the-art. This is expected to continue in Iron Man 4 by employing advanced TCE technology complemented by practical effects, which will go into making breathtaking action scenes possible. Fans will most likely be drawn by the way the film appears on screen, such as how newly designs for Iron Man armors will look like. Marketing strategies. Building anticipation for Iron Man 4 cannot rely more on marketing campaigns than any other strategies involved. Therefore, its success hinges much on Marvel is popularly known for expediting promotions effectively through using teasers, trailers, and exclusive material. It is essential that they find ways to engage their followers via social media platforms as well as tell them what happens behind curtain when shooting these epic blockbusters through posting unseen footage and organizing big events so that people talk about it at large. Merchandise and spin-offs. Iron Man 4 is likely to have spin-off series or tie-in comics revealing more about its characters and plotlines. The other comic book series and spin-offs will help in engaging the fans more as well as providing them with more content. At the same time, these products and spin-offs will further engage our audience and enhance fan engagement. Comparisons to previous Iron Man films. Reflecting on how it has changed since previous films, Iron Man 4 can give a critical assessment of its development. Each new installment of Iron Man had something to bring to its audience, from Tony's origin story or his fight against different villains. It will be interesting to see how this continues in Iron Man 4 while adding other features which are not known yet. Critical reception, box office expectations. Iron Man 4 is expected to do well at box office both critically and commercially. Its storytelling, characters, and fitting into the larger MCU storylines shall all be scrutinized. In addition, though, box office performance shall determine whether it was embraced by many fans or not, hence gauging its success level in general reception. Influence of comic book storylines. Comic book storylines have always influenced MCU films, but does that mean that Iron Man 4 too? Some possible places that could have inspired the plot, such as the Invincible Iron Man or Ironheart, are worth checking out so that we understand what happened during the events in this film more broadly. The influence of comic book storylines. Comic book storylines have always had an influence on MCU films. Iron Man 4, for instance, could be inspired by various comic arcs such as Ironheart or the Invincible Iron Man. Understanding this will shed light on the plot and characters of the film. By way of illustration, Riri Williams is a young inventor who builds her own Iron Man suit, and she is a famous character in the comics that can be incorporated into the movie. Similarly, delving into Tony Stark's Ace stories or another universe Iron Man may give different perspectives on the character. Character relationships and dynamics. Iron Man 4 will largely depend on how well the main characters relate with each other. Tony Stark's bond with Pepper Potts and his daughter Morgan can add emotional depth to the movie. If Morgan Stark is an important figure in this movie, then her interaction with other superheroes and how she embraces her father's legacies would form main themes. This would enable readers to connect more easily with it. Cameos and crossovers. There are chances that they might accommodate some Marvel Cinematic Universe heroes in a cameo role in Iron Man EV so as to create crossover moments. Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, or any other new character created by upcoming Marvel movies could feature in this film, hence connecting it to events happening within MCU world at large. This connection would provide a continuity, making these cameos part of a larger narrative framework. Thematic elements. Another recurring theme often found within the Iron Man picture is its redemption, legacy, and technology impact. In line with this, Iron Man 4 should continue from where its predecessors stopped by looking into Stark's legacy influencing what comes next after him. Moreover, there must also be emphasis on ethical concerns regarding advanced tech and artificial intelligence as they relate to present-day issues. These elements will make it more interesting. Director's vision. The director is responsible for the tone and style of Iron Man 4. They may be the same person who directed the previous movies or a new one, however, their approach to storytelling, character development, and visual aesthetics would be critical. To understand what Iron Man 4 is about, learn about its director's earlier works and thought process. Production challenges and innovations. Filming such a movie has its own challenges which must be faced. There are many things that need to be done, right from coordinating high-profile actors, schedulers, to ensuring tight visual effects, among others. Nonetheless, these hurdles also spark innovations. Advancements in CGI technology have made it possible for better visuals that makes this film a technological wonder. Global impact and cultural significance. Iron Man 4 will appeal not only to Meku fans around the world but also to global audience as well as other people around the globe. It resonates with different cultures because of its universal themes of heroism, sacrifice, legacy, etc. Additionally, Iron Man has transcended beyond films, being a symbol for technological advancement and innovation in popular culture, fan engagement and community. Marvel Studios knows how important fan engagement is towards their success in the market, hence always taking time interacting with them via social media platforms as well as during held conventions which range from official panels down to exclusive content. Therefore, by engaging with Iron Man fans on social networking sites, Marvel Studios can get feedbacks thereby making this film a hit at box office. Fans' excitement over Iron Man IV can create positive buzz around this project leading to its success. Multiverse concept. The multiverse concept has been developed in recent MCU projects, allowing creative storytelling opportunities. For instance, Iron Man 4 could go into other realities, where Tony Stark is still around or there are multiple versions of the character Iron Man. This idea will bring in new characters and storylines that will keep it fresh and captivating. By exploring the multiplicity of universes, this film ties itself to other projects done under MCU banner so that it forms one interlocking world. Spin-off opportunities and future projects. Iron Man 4 can pave way for potential spin-offs as well as future MCU projects. Some characters who appear in the movie like Morgan Stark or Riri Williams may eventually have their own series or movies. These offshoots will trace their missions and enrich Iron Man's heritage further. Further plot points and character arcs from Iron Man 4 may affect subsequent films within MCU, thereby giving continuity to the entire narrative. Music soundtrack. A significant role in establishing the mood and enhancing emotional impact of a movie is played by music content therein. The use of rock music blended with orchestral scores characterize most Iron Man movies. Iron Man 4 soundtracks will most likely continue with this trend, thus providing an audio backdrop that goes hand in glove with actions and drama. Responsibility of curating an amazing score that endears fans lays on choice artists composers. Critically acclaimed and award-worthy. Iron Man 4 seeks both critical acclaim and commercial success. The movie storytelling, performances, visual effects shall be put under a microscope by critics. A balance between fan service and innovative storytelling must be achieved. In addition, its technical achievements as well as performances can make it a contender for various awards, thus increasing its status value. Merchandise collectibles. There will be several Iron Man 4 merchandises from action figures to collectibles. In this way, fans can buy into a part of the movie as well as be part of the story through them. Limited edition items and exclusive collectibles can create excitement and drive fan engagement. The overall impact of the film is also highly dependent upon its merchandise strategy. Fan theories and online discussions. Fan theories and online discussions are likely to play an encouraging role in promoting Iron Man 4 before it releases. Various platforms such as Reddit, YouTube, Twitter will be abuzz with speculations about what the plot for the film may look like, character arcs or possible twists that could be used. These discussions foster a sense of community among individuals involved in them besides creating anticipation for the movie, hence marketing it. Tony Stark's legacy. In Iron Man 4, Tony Stark's legacy is a central theme around which everything else revolves. This picture explores how his technologies continue to shape the world. This encompasses things like his technology's impact on society, his ethical considerations while innovating or seen through other characters' eyes. Thus exploring these aspects enhances our understanding of what actually happened during Tony Stark's era, while also showing how it has influenced present times. Technological advancements and innovations in Iron Man Part 4. The use of state-of-the-art technology has been one outstanding characteristic in all Iron Man movies. Iron Man 4 can keep this tradition alive by featuring advanced suits, among other great technological advancements. In addition, it may discuss ethics revolving around these innovations so that they can reflect realities. The film should therefore highlight technology and innovation in order for it to stay relevant to modern audiences who will not find anything engaging if there is no technological aspect in a movie. Potential Easter eggs and references. Marvel movies are popular for having Easter eggs and references, and Iron Man 4 might not be an exception. These secret details and slight nods to the greater Marvel Cinematic Universe will make fans stay as they would want to watch it several times. Therefore, these Easter eggs will enhance their experience of watching the movie, from callbacks to previous Iron Man films to hints about future Michael projects. Analyzing previous Iron Man films. An investigation into previous films can aid in predicting what could happen next on Iron Man 4. Each film brings out different aspects of Tony Stark's character as well as introduces new themes, villains, among others. Appreciating these elements by fans is necessary in realizing how Iron Man 4 expands on what is already known and presents new ideas. The evolution of Iron Man's character. Tony Stark's character has greatly transformed throughout the Michael series. He has changed from a self-centered billionaire into a selfless hero whose journey was full of redemption and growth. Thus, this evolution can continue in Iron Man 4, where his legacy affects other characters within the MCU and beyond, hence a better storyline has to be formed. Impact of Iron Man 4 on future MCU storylines. Iron Man 4 might have a significant influence on upcoming events in the Marvel Cinematic Universe MCU. The movie plot can introduce new content, which then affects other subsequent movies or even series, including some hidden characters being unveiled too at some point therein. Consequently, understanding how this particular production contributes into a larger Marvel Universe narrative is very important for those individuals who like following such an overall story. This sort of interwoven storytelling is unique to the MCU and contributes greatly towards its success in most cases. Behind the scenes insights. Behind the scenes insights such as interviews with cast members or movie crew will help people understand how Iron Man 4 was made. These insights can show the process of creativity, difficulties faced as well as what vision they had for that film. With such information, fans get to know more about their beloved films, and behind the scenes usually make them appreciate Iron Man 4 even more. Exploring alternative versions of Iron Man. The concept of multiverse opens up a possibility of exploring different versions of Iron Man. There could be other interpretations of the character, like Tony Stark being portrayed as ruthless or another one from a different timeline altogether. These alternative versions will add complexity and interest to the story, giving new angles on this adored personality. Iron Man 4's place in the MCU timeline. Understanding where Iron Man 4 fits into MCU timeline is critical for interpreting its impact on it broadly. In an attempt to establish whether it is happening before or after certain events, thus changing everything about this movie, hence affecting its plot and characters' development too. For fans who want to piece together larger narratives and see how things are connected in Marvel Cinematic Universe, knowing this timeline comes in handy, thus enabling them to fully enjoy the significance of Iron Man 4 within MCU at large. The role of artificial intelligence. Iron Man films have always featured the presence of artificial intelligence as a prominent theme. Jarvis and Friday, Tony Stark's AI creations, have played significant parts in his life. This idea can be further explored in Iron Man 4, with the possibility that Tony himself may become an AI. It is able to raise interesting ethical questions and present plots which are relevant and thought-provoking. Analyzing the film's trailer. Analyzing its content will provide clues about the film's plot and themes once the trailer for Iron Man 4 has been released. Fans often find hints or Easter eggs hidden in trailers that evoke excitement and generate discussions among them. The fans interested in knowing more about this movie will analyze its scenes, dialogues, and visuals by breaking them down. Analyzing the film's trailer. The trailer may give much information regarding the film after it gets out for Iron Man 4. Therefore, each frame would be studied by eager fans looking for signs about plot twists, characters, or any other possible surprises from Marvel Studio. Additionally, trailers sometimes include some hidden meaning that provokes some excitement concerning their possible implications. Hence, it involves fans into wondering what they might mean or even who they might relate to. In this manner, enthusiasts come up with various theories based on their own understanding of whatever happens at different circumstances shown throughout these scenes, including conversations, key points, as well as visual presentation. Fan reactions and expectations. Anticipations of Iron Man 4 will be shaped by fan reactions and expectations largely through social media sites such as Facebook and Twitter, among others, where most debates are held while discussing new blockbuster movies today. Social media platforms like Facebook along with Twitter will explode when audiences discuss this upcoming epic via comments or tweets concerning anything related to it. By understanding what they like, appealing to their preferences, as well as interpreting those comments, the film can be tailored to best suit the needs of fans. Impact of Iron Man on pop culture. Iron Man has achieved much in terms of influencing pop culture in different entertainment and media forms. This character has become an icon for innovation and heroism through things like video games and Tony Stark's related merchandise. This is a legacy that will continue with Iron Man 4 due to how it further ingrains such a character in the cultural consciousness. Iron Man's influence on the Maku. The impact of Iron Man on Maku cannot be denied. The creation of Maku was made possible by Tony Stark, who also set its atmosphere for future movies. Moreover, Iron Man 4 will expand from this point, where an affected universe has been controlled by him using his actions and innovations as evidence thereof. The impact extends beyond just these two characters but also other storylines which are interconnected, thereby creating one permanent entity. Technological advancements in Iron Man 4. In any case, Iron Man films have always presented cutting-edge technology and innovation. Apart from that, it is expected that even in Iron Man 4 more advanced suits shall be unveiled together with some new gadgets or even AI headways. It will be necessary, though, considering the significance imposed upon them by the story rather than merely their visual effect, these developments will form a significant part of this film. Themes of redemption and legacy. Redemption and legacy themes have occupied major parts within Tony Stark's arc over time. This is another aspect that could come up when discussing issues related to redemption or even legacy, since Iron Man 4 might look at how what he did was able to positively affect some people's lives. In one way or another, whether it is Morgan Stark or other heroes involved here or new ones being introduced, there would be an exploration of the everlasting results emanating from what Tony left behind. Thinking about possible villains and antagonists. Being speculative about the possible villains and antagonists is always a fan's favorite thing. Iron Man 4 might bring in new enemies or reprise some of the classic Iron Man villains. Knowing their background as well as motivation would make the story more meaningful, leading to engaging conflicts and trials for superheroes. Diving into alternate universes. The concept of multiverse gives endless possibilities for diving into alternate universes. Iron Man 4 could have different versions of Tony Stark, which would bring new dimensions and plots to light. These can be parallel universes with fresh characters, twists in the plot that are unique, and great opportunities for innovative storytelling that will keep the story captivating and unpredictable. How supporting characters can play a role. Supporting characters will be important to providing depth in terms of emotions while still keeping the narrative complex. In Iron Man 4, this includes people like Pepper Potts, Happy Hogan, and Rhodey, who have been part of Tony Stark's journey. These further interactions and relationships will continue shaping how things happen around them, thereby adding on layers of connection and continuity. Tony Stark's journey through the Maku. Throughout his time in the Maku, Tony Stark has undergone a significant character development, transforming him from one type of person to another, from being a selfish billionaire to becoming an altruistic hero. He has managed to make an impact on people's lives. This can also be further explored by Iron Man 4, thus discussing how Tony's legacy continues inspiring others as it affects his surrounding world. Characters' psychological reactions under scrutiny. One key aspect in Iron Man is going to be examining how Pepper Potts as well as Morgan Stark reacted upon receiving news about Tony Stark's death. Examining their agony coupled with their ability not to give up or carry on with his heritage will improve the emotional quality of the story. These psychological aspects make the characters more likable and gripping to readers. Iron Man suit evolution. The transformation in Iron Man's suits has been a high point in the series that gave it its success. More suit designs and technical advancements should be expected from Iron Man 4. Understanding how these suits were developed and work is something fans might find intriguing as they show off creativity and engineering in the character of Iron Man. Tony Stark will have impact on upcoming heroes. This is going to be one of the central themes in Iron Man. Tony's influence affects the future generation, whether through Morgan or other guys or even new heroes. This examination could also serve as a pointer towards how much he would go ahead influencing upcoming MCU. Iron Man 4, how it fits into Phase 5 of MCU. What kind of film will Iron Man 4 become when it comes out during Phase 5 of MCU? Probably, there must exist linkages between this movie to others under this phase for purpose of maintaining continuity within MCU. When one clarifies what part Iron Man 4 played in this phase, they begin appreciating its significance within overall timeline for all films making up Marvel's cinematic universe. Exploring Tony Stark's ethical dilemmas. Ethical dilemmas are often found within Tony Stark's character, debating between technological advancement and moral considerations. For instance, Iron Man 4 can still continue delving further into such issues, thus exploring effects which Mr. Stark's inventions have brought about on society. This exploration will add complexity and depth to the narrative, making it relevant and thought-provoking. Fan theories and speculations about Tony's return. Iron Man 4 will be somewhat anticipated because fans can't wait to hear what fan theories and speculations are on the return of Tony Stark. A lot of people can't wait to have a look at how he might come back into life, either through flashbacks, alternate realities, or an AI. All these will keep the fans talking among themselves. Iron Man's legacy in the Marvel Comics. An excellent place to find inspiration for Iron Man 4 is from the comic books, where the Tony Stark has left behind a trail of achievements. This means that he can borrow some elements from various comic book storylines that resonate with its fans. Having this in mind will help give an understanding of the theme or plot of the film, hence improve storytelling. Exploring the role of artificial intelligence. AI has been a significant topic in Iron Man movies all along. The theme can as well be taken further in Iron Man 4, where it would probably appear as if Mr. Stark himself were just some kind of an artificial intelligence system. This can raise several interesting themes and even twist some parts of the plot, making it more relevant and fascinating. Impact of Iron Man 4 on Marvel's merchandise. Marvelous merchandise such as action figures and collectibles may experience significant changes due to Iron Man 4, which may leave an indelible mark upon them. These items offer fans a chance to own part of this movie that is so personal for them on different levels entirely, also helping them engage with its narrative better than ever before. In addition, this factor will play a major role in boosting overall appeal of Iron Man 4. Tony Stark's influence on the Marvel Universe. Tony Stark had his impact felt around Marvel Universe even beyond films, with lots of comics adaptations, cartoon animations, and video games developing characters based on him. In addition to that, Iron Man 4 will reinforce his status in the cultural consciousness of people and shows which are to come from the Marvel Universe. Analyzing Iron Man 4's production design. The visual appeal will be an essential aspect of Iron Man 4, hence its production design is a noteworthy component. From the designs of his several iterations up through to future technologies in these movies, knowing the process behind them brings more insight into their aesthetic nature as well as narrative value, for example, like that, even how they arrived upon this film's final form. Therefore, examination of production design improves technical credibility of this movie. Potential spin-offs from Iron Man 4. Iron Man 4 can establish possibilities for spin-offs within Maku which deal with characters and themes introduced during this episode. These should feature stories about new heroes' journey or existing ones would get extended, thus making the Marvel Universe broader and more diversified ever before. Knowing about these possibilities will illustrate how much impact the movie had on future developments within Maku. Exploring the role of Iron Man in the Maku. Notably, Iron Man has been pivotal towards development of Maku since it laid a foundation for other stages that follow suit thereafter, thus determining their moods too. This means that it will provide more analysis on how Tony Stark's actions and inventions would shape things to come in future Iron Man movies than its predecessor did so far going forward. Hence, we need to know what role Iron Man plays in all its context because it also highlights why this particular film is relevant at all. Cultural importance of Iron Man. Beyond the films, Iron Man has a cultural significance which impacts on various aspects of media and entertainment. These include video games, merchandise, etc. His character is an iconic symbol of innovation and heroism that makes Tony Stark part of cultural zeitgeist, and his legacy continued by Iron Man 4. Investigating technological breakthroughs in Iron Man. The Iron Man movies have always been known for their presentation of advanced technology and its implications. In the expected release of Iron Man 4, there may be new suits, gadgets or innovations among others. Understanding these technological advancements better will help us appreciate the film's technical accomplishments as well as narrative complications. Impact of Iron Man 4 on Marvel's future projects. It is probable that Marvel's future projects will be greatly affected by the release of Iron Man 4, hence setting a platform for new storylines as well as characters to develop from it. The movie can influence other installments in this franchise because major points in its plot relate to character stories outside this particular film, making all those parts interlinked with each other. From one side, appreciation to this connection would show how much Iron Man 4 would mean beyond such a wider McHugh. Fan reactions to Iron Man's release. How fans respond when Iron Man is released determines both how successful it will be in terms of box office collections and its reception as well. From reviewing it first, through social media posts on any given platform related to your content, then fans will start talking about what they think about what it did. These reactions could also determine how much money the film earns at theaters and whether there should be additional sequels in future within Meku, unless it does not happen something unexpected but it is just one movie among others that have been shot about these superheroes. This analysis should be documented to understand the overall film's acceptance. Iron Man's evolution in the MCU. Meku has relied on Tony Stark's character development as his backbone, from his debut in Iron Man to his sacrifice in Avengers Endgame. Tony's journey has been marked by growth and transformation. Iron Man 4 can continue this narrative, exploring new facets of his legacy and how he shapes the future of the MCU. Exploring new technologies in Iron Man 4. The Iron Man films are famous for their depiction of advanced technology. The next release of Iron Man might introduce a unique gadget such as an upgraded super suit or even eye with capabilities that have never been witnessed before. These technological advancements will not only enhance the visual appeal but also contribute to the plot development and character building. It is important to know more about these technologies so as to understand the storyline better. Themes of sacrifice and heroism. Tony Stark's life has always revolved around themes such as sacrifice and heroism. This theme can be developed further in Iron Man EV, depicting how Tony's technological innovations continue to impact others' lives even after he was gone, either through flashbacks, i.e., or a passing of torches, these themes will bring depth and to emotional connection into our story. Impact of Iron Man 4 on Maku's narrative arc. Iron Man 4 will play a significant role in shaping up the dramatic structure for all Maku movies yet to come, other elements like character development. New introductions at SEM may also influence subsequent movies within this franchise. Having known where exactly Iron Man falls within time could help us see why this movie means so much beyond simply being yet another episode from the wider MCU. Exploring Iron Man's ethical dilemmas. Iron Man's character has often struggled with ethical dilemmas, trying to find a balance between innovation and moral responsibility. Iron Man EV will be centered on him making some choices and subsequent ramifications of Tony's advancements in technology on his life. This exploration will make the movie interesting because it asks the viewer to consider how far science should go when not facing any constraints whatsoever. Iron Man's legacy in Marvel Comics. There are many sources of inspiration for Iron Man 4 from Tony Stark's legacy in Marvel Comics. The film can draw from various comic storylines and incorporate elements that resonate with the fans. Understanding these influences will provide a context for the film's plot and character development, enhancing the storytelling experience. Role of supporting characters in Iron Man 4. The story gets richer and more complex thanks to supporting characters who play significant roles in Iron Man 4. Pepper, Happy, Rhodey have all been integral to Tony Stark's journey. Their interactions and growth will continue to shape its narrative through continuity and emotional importance. Exploring alternate realities and multiverse. When it is about the multiverse idea, it becomes endless stories where storytelling can be made out of them. Other possible realities may involve different versions of Tony Stark that may appear when we discuss about this movie as an example. By doing this, new characters get introduced, plots take on twists. Opportunities for imaginative narrative creations are in a sense maintaining the freshness and interest in storytelling. Fan engagement and community involvement. Without fan engagement including its community involvement, there cannot be success of Iron Man 4. Usually Marvel Studio always does some interaction with fans through social media platforms, conventions as well as exclusive content. Being engaged with fanbase by listening to their feedback, interacting with them on favorite stuffs contributes greatly towards film success. They contributed towards creating positive buzz around Iron Man 4 that makes a great excitement among those who love this movie or not. Iron Man's cultural significance. Far from films, Iron Man still has cultural significance that affects various aspects of media and entertainment. Tony Stark's character is the iconic symbol for heroism and innovation today. This is what will be taken forward in Iron Man 4 for even a greater embedding of the character in cultural world and a wider influence on subsequent Marvel projects. Exploring technological innovations in Iron Man 4. Iron Man movies are known to be showcases of cutting-edge technologies and innovations. When it comes to Iron Man 4, we expect nothing different but more advanced suits, gadgets or even improved artificial intelligence. Understanding these scientific technological advances will also help us appreciate the technical accomplishments of this film as well as its complex narrative. The impact of Tony Stark's death. Tony Stark's death in Avengers Endgame was one of the MCU's turning points. The impact his death has had on other characters and society at large is what Iron Man 4 can show us. This study will bring out the emotional depth in the story, which demonstrates that Tony Stark's legacy is far from over. Analyzing the film's visual effects. Visual effects here are an important part, making Iron Man 4 have significance for anyone who sees it. They enhance storytelling by creating an immersive experience with scenes like designing of Iron Man's suit or how advanced technology appears. Examining these visual effects gives insights into the film's technical achievements. Exploring themes of legacy and inheritance. These two themes mainly come up at Iron Man 4 movie. In case you are looking forward to watching this movie as an example, you may watch for such things mentioned above when Tony Stark's innovation goes down to next generation. These ideas will give meaning and a deeper understanding since they can be integrated into various narratives through Morgan the daughter, other heroes or new members being added into their team. Fan theories about Iron Man 4. The fact that there are theories and speculations about Iron Man 4 will increase the longing and excitement for the film. These ideas may come in actuality in various forms such as storylines or characters to create a sense of belonging among fans. Understanding these theories will give some insight on which areas of interest fans would want to see included. The role of AI in Iron Man 4. In every Iron Man film, artificial intelligence has always been an important aspect. In the same way, this particular issue can also be explored further in Iron Man 4, perhaps with Tony Stark himself being an AI character. This is likely to elicit interest in moral concerns, which will in turn form the basis of the plot, enhancing its relevance. Iron Man 4's place in the Maku timeline. To understand its impact, one must consider where Iron Man 4 stands within the chronology of Marvel Cinematic Universe films' events order. Furthermore, how it is affected by certain past events would determine how its storyline goes along with all other things related, including characterizations among others. By showing a timeline for everything else, it helps both unite fan stories and provide us context for what's happened so far. Impact of Iron Man 4 on future storylines. There are greater possibilities that after playing out a role closely associated with future Maku movies, Iron Man 4 could have more of such effects on their stories ahead than just any other movie that they have ever produced before or even released so far. The consequences that shall be brought by this movie include plot points and developments involving characters as well as new introductions into subsequent productions like TV series. When considering where Iron Man 4 lays within Wither Universe timeline up until now, you'll be able to tell how it impacts ongoing saga. Behind the scenes of Iron Man 4. There needs to be a deeper understanding of Iron Man 4 through behind the scenes. A look at everything from interviews with cast and crew to creative glimpses will show also the artistic achievements in this movie and how it has been narrated. Further, these revelations increase the excitement as well as anxiety that comes with waiting for its release date. Exploring new characters in Iron Man 4. Come up with additional characters, hence expanding Maku plus giving multiple viewpoints on what is happening. While some of the players may bring new abilities, reasons or origins which are unique, they all help in making the story become richer, hence future plots shall be able to flow out of their presence. These people need to be understood so that one can appreciate what sort of effect this film has had upon entire Marvel Universe. Impact of Iron Man 4 on Marvel's merchandise. Marvel's merchandise will change due to ramifications brought about by Iron Man 4 ranging from t-shirts, action figures among others. To own a piece of Iron Man 4 will involve purchasing such products, thereby making an audience more intimate with it. The merchandising strategy should thus enhance the overall impact of Iron Man 4. Composition of Iron Man film soundtrack. The soundtrack for Iron Man 4 will be an important factor in establishing the mood and evoking emotions in the audience. It may include anything from rock music to classical compositions, all serving as background for drama and action happening on the screen. Knowing why certain composers were chosen and who were those musicians helps understand the movie as a whole. Iron Man 4 influence on future Marvel projects. Iron Man 4 is going to have huge implications for other Marvel projects that follow it in years to come. Plot points, character arcs, new introductions, etc. are some of the elements that make up this film's foundation. Its understanding will then reveal how Iron Man 4 fits into Maku at large and its eventual effect on this story being told. Themes of innovation and progress. Innovation and progress have always been themes around which Iron Man movies revolve. Iron Man can also look at these themes because they depict Tony Stark's technological innovations and their effects globally in future struggles with supervillains or other humans in general. These themes will enhance the narrative depth, making it more appealing to today's generation. Exploring Iron Man suit designs. Good example is Iron Man suit designs that keep changing from one installment to another throughout Marvel's cinematic universe existence. As a result, each new Iron Man movie would introduce new suits with different functions that were not there before. This makes an interesting topic for fans where they can think about how creative Marvel Studios designers have blended his genius with his mechanical engineering abilities. Impact of Iron Man 4 on Maku's future. Iron Man 4 could affect Maku's destiny forever since its plot depicts what could happen next in later episodes or even spin-off series, if any. So far, that particular moment has had Avengers Endgame conclusion anymore. In short, the movie's plot points, character developments, and new introductions will determine the direction of subsequent movies and series. Thus, realizing this effect is a way to know where Iron Man 4 stands in relation to other Maku films and how much it influences their overall story. Analysis of Iron Man 4 marketing strategy. How Marvel Studio markets Iron Man 4 will be a determining factor in the amount of buzz created around it before official release. Most likely Marvel Studio will use trailers, teasers, social media campaigns, and exclusive content releases among others for its promotion. Being aware of these marketing tricks like release schedule and promotional partners would provide understanding about how movie was pitched and perceived by general public. Iron Man's symbolism in modern culture. Iron Man signifies modern society through his various incarnations as an icon representing change, strength or courageousness, which are all synonymous with innovation in comic books, but he can also be seen as a symbol against injustice because he fights bad people only. Finally, Iron Man 1 is just another illustration that exemplifies this point. Further on, fashion trends associated with Avengers can be traced even though they are not entirely based on him. Therefore, investigating such cultural influence should increase awareness concerning Iron Man heritage. Fan theories about Iron Man 4 plot. Theories from fans pertaining to Iron Man 4 storyline will have tongues wagging and keep the community engaged at all times. This may go from speculations on whether Tony Stark might be back or not to predictions regarding who the villains here could turn out being, alongside what fresh angles into this tale we might expect them taking up next time. Hence, trying to learn these theories gives one an opportunity to see what exactly fans are most enthusiastic about, waiting for it to come out soon as possible day. Marvel's Phase 5. The impact of Iron Man 4. Significantly, Iron Man 4 will shape Marvel's Phase 5. The movie's plot developments and character arcs are expected to influence the next direction for Maku projects. This understanding will put into perspective the place of Iron Man 4 in Phase 5 and how it affects the overall Maku narrative as well as future storylines. Iron Man in the multiverse. The concept of a multiverse presents fresh possibilities for storytelling in Iron Man 4. By exploring different versions of Tony Stark, other realities or dimensions, the story can be made more meaningful and complex. These alternative realities may introduce new characters, twist plots, and use creative techniques to make the film much engaging than any other films. Cinematography technique is used in Iron Man 4. Visual storytelling will be a key aspect of cinematography in Iron Man 4. It is through this that its visual style will enhance its narrative impact, from dynamic action scenes to emotional moments. Thus, understanding why certain camera angles were chosen, how lighting was done, as well as shot composition helps one appreciate the both aesthetic and technical achievements that have enriched this film. Iron Man in Maku. Artificial intelligence has consistently been a theme throughout all Iron Man films ever produced since his first film debut. Therefore, we might witness Tony Stark himself turning out to be an AI robot in Iron Man Part 4. All these investigations will raise the ethical questions which have been useful for driving conflicts within the storyline, hence making it relevant story-wise. Like I said earlier on, artificial intelligence with regards to Mako is truly important when mentioning about this movie. Marvel merchandising strategy through Iron Man's fourth sequel. Iron Man number 4 could possibly bring considerable changes on how Marvel sells its products. Among other things, such as action figures or collector's items, the film will also introduce various characters and elements that will give rise to new products. It is in this sense that Iron Man 4 profoundly impacts pop culture and fans' personal interactions with superheroes. Iron Man's impact on the next generation of heroes. The forthcoming Iron Man 4 will focus on Tony Stark's lasting influence upon future heroes. This could be through his daughter Morgan or other persons, including new heroes who are inspired by him. These events would remind us of Tony Stark's presence in Mako forever, as well as its heroes. Iron Man 4 in Mako history. Continuing along the legacy of Tony Stark, Iron Man 4 holds a significant position in Mako history. In addition, this movie adds to broader Mako storyline due to its development in terms of narrative, character arcs and technological advancements. Hence, understanding how important it is gives us an idea about what the movie's impact could be like and how it can shape Marvel Universe to come. Redemption theme is in Iron Man 4. Redemption themes have been central in Tony Stark's journey as a character over time. Iron Man Part 4 may continue this track discussing Tony's actions and sacrifices that affect others around him. Whether flashbacking into the past, his reincarnation, or even old characters, these themes enrich the story with emotional depth for its resonant effects. Iron Man's legacy in the Mako. Tony Stark's legacy in the Mako can be characterized by a significant contribution to the success of this franchise. This legacy will be expanded on in Iron Man 4, which will explore how Tony's inventions and heroism shape the future of the Mako. Looking at Iron Man's legacy will help us understand why this movie is important within Marvel as a whole. Fan reactions to Iron Man 4's announcement. Fan reactions to Iron Man 4 announcement will set a tone for anticipation of and reception for the film. Posts on social media, fan forums, YouTube. These are places where we can find out what thrills and expectations viewers have for it. Checking for these responses would be very essential, as it is the only way one can harken back into those early moments when everything was yet uncertain but full of hope. Analyzing Iron Man 4's plot twists. Iron Man 4 may contain unexpected events and plot twists that enhance viewers' interest levels in it. Understanding these twists along with their placement in the narrative assists in explicating its storytelling techniques and artistic decisions. These surprise changes make its storyline amazing with a lot of suspense. Technological innovations of Iron Man. Advanced technologies and innovation are some distinguishing features associated with Iron Man films. The upcoming film is anticipated to keep up with this tradition, portraying new armors, gadgets, and artificial intelligence improvements. Appreciating these technological innovations therefore helps reveal how technically accomplished this filming project is alongside its complex storyline. Exploring themes of heroism in Iron Man 4. Heroism has always been one major theme portrayed by Tony Stark's character arc anyway. Then say forth, Iron Man 4 should highlight further those themes while observing Tony's actions or even sacrifices that inspire people around him. He could show or appear through his AI mode or via flashbacks. Or the stories can engage legacy characters. These will add emotional depth and resonance to the story. Impact of Iron Man 4 on Marvel's Cinematic Universe. Iron Man 4 is said to be a game changer for Marvel's Cinematic Universe. The film's plot points, character developments, and new introductions will shape the direction of future Mako projects that are set to come out. It is important to put Iron Man's fourth installment in its rightful place within the broader picture of Mako so as to understand its relevance and importance. Fan theories about Iron Man 4 characters. Fan theories concerning Iron Man 4 characters would elicit discussion and create anticipation among enthusiasts in social media circles. All these will range from speculations about new team members to possibilities that some favorite ones could return. In order to know which of those elements are fueling fans' excitement, it is necessary to be aware of such theories which fans have been putting forth. Exploring the role of Iron Man. Iron Man movies have always focused heavily on artificial intelligence as one of their major themes. It is possible for this theme to be further developed in Iron Man 4 as well, with Tony Stark himself being presented as an AI personality or something similar. Thus, this aspect puts forth a lot of ethical questions which make up content, making it contemporary and thought-provoking. Analyzing Iron Man 4 soundtrack. The soundtrack will play a significant role in establishing the mood and enhancing emotional impact throughout Iron Man 4. Here, music varies between rock songs and orchestra scores, providing an auditory background for corresponding action episodes or dramatic stages at any given moment. When it happens, this selection tells us much about film style in general. Influence of Iron Man on Marvel's future. Iron Man 4 will have great influence on future Marvel projects. The film's plot, characters and new introductions will shape upcoming movies and series. By understanding this, one can see the role that Iron Man 4 plays in the larger MCU and what its impact is in the ongoing narrative. Theme is on innovation and progress. The themes of innovation and progress have always been central to Iron Man films. Iron Man 4 can also comment further about these themes by showing how Stark has developed technologically, leading to his transformation of people's lives around him globally. With these themes, the story will hence be more contemporary for its depth as well as relevance. Analyzing production design in Iron Man 4. Iron Man 4's production design is an important aspect for its visual appeal. Among others, how it tells its story through style and immerses audiences into this world visually will be shown by its presentation of advanced technology as well as designers behind the suits worn by Iron Man in this film. Such analysis will help unearth more dimensions relative to aesthetics plus technical achievements made by the movie. Iron Man in Meku's future direction. Iron Man has played a crucial part for Meku thus far, with respect to both initiating it as well as determining its character and tone starting point from the very genesis of it all since it began. A follow-up to this legacy happens when Iron Man forms an investigation done on how Tony Stark affects those yet to come up with their mindsets or actions over time after he has left this world finally. This view helps us understand why we should care about Iron Man participating in Meku. Exploring character psychological trauma. Psychological impacts caused by such a death in individuals like Pepper Potts or Morgan Stark are vital aspects of Iron Man 4. This will also explore a grief, resilience as well as determination in ensuring that Tony's legacy never dies. It is important to note that these psychological matters are what bring about the character bonding between audiences and those at play. The growth of Iron Man's armor. The evolution of Iron Man's outfits has been a key element in the franchise. When Iron Man 4 gets made, we can expect some new designs for suits along with other technical advancements. Thus, it would be interesting to appreciate its making or how they work out. Tony Stark and Marvel Universe. In fact, Tony Stark has influenced the entire Marvel interconnected universe beyond cinema adaptations only. As a result, his character can still be found in comics, TV shows, and even video games. Iron Man 4 looks like an amazing addition to Meku. Fans should expect potential comebacks, new characters and cutting-edge technology for him throughout its running time. Thanks for watching and until next time.